know why I forgot to salute. I'm sorry about that. All right, Patriots.
Oh, say, can you see?
What is that?
The dawn's early light. What so proudly we hailed by the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets spread glove, the bombs bursting and out. He proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Who's ready to make America great again? USA! 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 USA!
What the hell was that? I don't know what that was. I don't know who that is. I ain't even finna go look. I don't know what she was singing, but yeah. She sounded like she needed to go to the bathroom. But yeah. Hey Torian, we do this for you, brother. Hit the like. Get her off the stage. Let's get to the show.
Please welcome to the stage your next Congressman, Tony Weed.
No, we don't care.
Speaking with you.
Let's get to the show.
Oh, say,
We're not doing that again.
President Trump's policies in a
Damn it.
Organization.
Here you go. Tori know who that voice is.
Or the
You know we gotta do it for him. Who is leasing these songs?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back former Green Bay Packer, Brett Favre.
And then he got the nerve to sing how that song. Tori, I see Tori Rage coming.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, they're cheering MVP.
I can tell you one thing. Back to Green Bay,
various times, but I never thought I would come back in this setting. But
Oh Lord.
I think there's never been a more important time in our lives than right now in this election. First and foremost, are there any Packer fans in the house? I had a chance to visit with A.J. Dillon prior to coming out here, and would have loved to have played with him. But there's nothing like Packer fans, and you know, this is bigger than the Packers right now, but this is a special place. So thank you for the
It's so special, but you're desecrating
that
it.
you gave me.
All right.
And it's I love you. My wife and my grandson. I have 3 grandsons. The oldest, Parker, and he's going to kill me for saying it, is here tonight. And I bring up Parker because our young kids, grandkids, our own kids, nephews, nieces, are the ones that are going to be affected directly. So I wanted Parker to be here and hear this because it's very important. But it's an honor to be back here where it all started, the campaign with the next president of the United States, Donald J. Trump. Much like the Packer organization, Donald Trump and his organization is a winner. And the United States of America won with his leadership. So, but I want to address the comment that Joe Biden made yesterday, last night, that said the supporters of Donald Trump, us, are garbage. Or garbage. I can assure you we're not garbage. How dare he say that looking out? I see police officers, teachers, nurses, grandparents, students. I see everyday Americans that make this country great. And as I said earlier, I have not done an event like this before, but I decided it's time. Why? Why do I even have to explain why? Because the stakes are incredibly high. Families across Wisconsin are struggling to make ends meet. People's salaries haven't kept up with inflation. It's getting harder for younger people to buy their first home. People are losing hope in the American dream. And it's not just about money. People are losing their lives. Last year, 50 people here in Brown County died of a fentanyl overdose. That's 50 too many. And our kids face the prospect of World War III. Really. We've already had President Trump once. We've already seen Kamala in action. We can compare, and we know which is better. The definition the definition of insanity. I think we all know it. It's doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Sounds like the first couple of years of my tenure here with the Packers. Mike Holmgren would say, "What in the hell are you doing, Brett?" And I said, "Well, hell, I don't know, Mike, but we figured out a way to get it done." But getting back to the point at hand, it would be insane to give Kamala 4 more years in office. So it's time to bench Kamala and put in the star quarterback. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I agree with you. USA, it's a great country. But we all know this. Kamala broke it. Trump will fix it. And as I said to you earlier about our youth, I have lived the American dream, but I want to make sure that future generations get to as well. And that would be my grandson Parker and his 2 brothers. So remember this. Let's make America great again. Thank you.
No, my internet not down. I just wanted to griff. I wanted to see if MAGA was gonna come up in here and try to defend that. I guess today is Halloween, so maybe they were out trick or treating. Who knows? But yeah, that was Brett Favre. I did that for touring. Sorry, I'm eating pizza. But it's funny that you said we gotta make America great again. I would have played this clip. I think I had. I thought I saved it. Okay, I'll go get it. Now they had like one of them panels that they were talking about, who they had like a side of MAGA and a side of liberals. Funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen. Because somebody ran up in there and said, they asked him, when was America great? And they decided to like have a whole fight about it. So I'm trying to get this clip. Let's see. Shit, I can't believe I didn't save it. Oh, Tori, your favorite was in there too. Your boy Zahavier. He been running around for the last 2 days saying he gave such an impassioned speech. And I'm like, you really didn't, but okay. Sure. Let me see. Here you go. Here's the Zahavier clip.
Legally, would you pass it? But you you were born here and you got citizenship just by being born here. You should know all this because you learned it in school, no? I was actually born in Canada. Oh. Okay. Wow. And guess what? I was born a dual citizen, but okay, well, there's that. You're a dual citizen. Yes, I'm here legally. That's what that means. And if I was given a test, I would study and take it. Did your parents have time to study? My parents, their first languages are not English. Okay. So you get to take it in English. My parents are from the Philippines. They had to learn English to come here and take the same test. Quiet. This whole country is based off of immigration. Your parents immigrated from here from Canada, sure. But you were, okay, I don't know your history, but you said you're dual citizenship. So I'm assuming that you have family from Canada. You probably grew up speaking English, not having to translate for your parents. You probably were not called racial slurs even though they are immigrants. Your immigration is very different from mine.
Okay, so I'm going to respond to this because I came from a very poor country, third world country, and I speak four languages, and you guys can still hear my accent. When I first moved here from Haiti to college, I had to take a TOEFL test to be able to get into college, and I did it. Every single exam in my first year of college, I had to translate everything into French in my head first to understand what the question is asking and answer the question. Guess what? Everybody had 1 hour, whatever the time is to do a test. It took me also an hour to do all that. I never once thought that I was a victim. But let me tell you something, though. This country is built on immigrants. I like that. But at the same time, Democrats is at a point right now where they are shipping a bunch of illegal immigrants. They don't even know who they are. Even people from my own country. We have actual criminals. Don't shake your heads because I'm Haitian. I speak Creole very, very clearly. And I still have families in Haiti. We have criminals from my own country traveling here to the border. And where they were placing them in the black communities. Like, for example, in Chicago, they were closing indoor playgrounds where black kids and Hispanic kids are using during the winter time to, not just that, but also to keep them off the street. What they were doing, they were putting these people inside of those places. And they were taking funds away from the people who were there. So as an immigrant, I think it's the worst thing for this country, for black people, Hispanic people, to vote Democrats, because you guys have been leading this country for 16 years. Even when Obama was president, Black America was the worst it's ever been. Trump has done the most he's ever done in just 4 years. Cut the bull crap. I'm gonna be
It was built on immigrants. I didn't know that. Because wasn't there infrastructure here before the immigrants came? Maybe I missed it. I'm pretty sure when my people came here in the 70s, they didn't have to help build up America. They didn't have to fight for any laws so they could survive out here. But all right. Now, this is the one that went viral. Y'all got to listen to this. This was hilarious. So a black man asked a black conservative to explain when America was ever great. And it went as well as you could expect.
As a black conservative, your candidate says, I want to make America great again. You tell me when America was great, and then you tell me, would you go back to wherever it was great as a black American? And it's got to be before 2016, my friend, because that's when he was saying that.
I think America was great when everyone was benefiting from economic
No,
prosperity.
not
That's
general,
when America
sir.
was
I'm
great.
asking for a
That's when America was
specific
great.
time.
I just
When
gave
was
you a time.
America great?
If you want to know when America was great, ask any immigrant who risked their lives to come here.
I really want to.
They always go back to the immigrants. How did they risk their lives when they already had built-in set-asides? I don't think the MAGA contingent is understanding what's going on out here with the immigration. Even though they're getting set-asides, they're getting laws put in place for them while your dumbass was sitting here the whole time putting in that work. I'm speaking to this white woman that's on there. Well, I think she's Jewish.
If you want to know when
I see that
America was
Star
great,
David.
ask any immigrant who risked their lives to come here.
I really want.
Yeah, she has on the Star of David. Miss, your people were brought over here through America. They didn't have to pay no dues. Let's just call it what it is. Before the war, your people came over on boats. They created their own economy in the U.S. Even though there was racism, they largely let them live. They just told them, stay in your ghettos, and you'll be all right. Y'all built up your economics and you made yourselves an asset. Nothing wrong with that. That man asked a simple question. When was America great before 2016? You keep telling us about immigrants risking their lives. But you have immigrants that risk their lives, but y'all want to send them back. This is MAGA and the left. And those that are not in the know trying to play both sides. But let's continue.
America is great.
I really want to hear from the black man on this because the second part of my question is,
Talk.
would you go back to that time? When was America great?
America was great when everyone had equality and everyone was moving towards equality.
When did America ever have equality, sir? I'm gonna let y'all answer that one. I gotta go get a napkin. That man said America had equality. Oh my God. MAGA, you are not sending your best and your brightest. MAGA, when it's not Byron Donalds. MAGA, when was America ever equal for black people? When was it equal for any people here? That happened to be non-white. When did this happen? How? It wasn't even equal for the white immigrants. Should we talk about the Italians and the Irish?
When was America great?
America was great when everyone had equality and everyone was moving towards equality. That's when America was
What
great.
year was
That's
that,
when America
sir?
was great. After the Civil Rights Movement. That's when.
After the Civil Rights Movement, which was the end of the Civil Rights Movement was 1968, correct? That's when MLK was deleted by the government. Okay. Explain to me where in the 70s there was equality. Explain that. Sir, you look like you're in your 20s. When was America equal in the 80s? Please go ask your parents how equal America was in the 90s. You look hella young. You probably don't remember the 2000s. When was America equal in the 2000s? Because your Haitian man over there said that racial tension basically was worse under Obama than it was Trump. Okay. We have equality, right? After the Civil Rights Movement. So let's go 40 years. No, 50 years. No, 45. With BLM. That's equality, sir. Black people having to put out hashtags and march in the street just so them cops, just to bring awareness that them cops was shooting black people unarmed in the street. I ain't caping for BLM. I'm just trying to tell you a story. That's the equality. Ms. Nikki G, who you blocking? I don't even see their message. What did they say? I kind of wanted to see what they said. I wanted to see what they said. What they say, Miss Niecy, just type it for me.
When America was great, we were making progress in change.
So let's
Progress. You said progress towards equality was when America was great. Where is this? Where is the end road, sir?
say the late 1960s. You're saying as a black man, you would transport yourself back to the 1960s.
No, I think America was great.
Why not, sir? You said it was great after the Civil Rights Movement. By the way, y'all got to see this. Look at this. Look how this white woman is looking at this man crashing out. Look at that. Come on, Ozzy Crosby. Let me see what you said. Look at her looking at this man like, go ahead, you coon. I do what I want. I will smack.
When economically everyone was doing better, when we're making progress towards equality, that's when America was great.
Okay, sir, do you realize what you just said? You said it was great. You can't even tell us this time period. When, what year, what date? We need to know this.
And
Thank you,
it's
Some of the condition of America was when people had economic equality, and you think that was the 1960s.
no,
for
I
black
never said
people.
that was the 1960s. I said
I'm
everything
asking
past that.
you,
I said everything
when was
past
it
that.
great
We've made so much
for
progress
you?
from then.
In the 8
So-
years that Donald Trump has been involved in politics, I've seen all the Make America
Sir, he's been involved in politics since the 80s, but, we'll let you have it.
Great hats and all the great T-shirts and all that great stuff. But I'm trying to figure out, as a, I think, intelligent black man, well,
Don't do that. See, this is why you give MAGA talking points. Don't do that. The boy is younger than you. Let's just... Nah, I mean pizza, Lima Lucas. The boy young, he don't know. His parents failed him. We're just going to call it what it is. His parents failed him. His parents sent him out in the world and didn't teach him that the world don't love you. They pulled that conservative BS. I said that when you go outside, as long as you live righteously, everybody's going to just gravitate toward you and you're going to have friends for life. It's some people, Torian, is some people on a Jubilee panel. So it looked like about like 30 to 40 people that are voting for Command Me, and the other 30 to 40 are voting for Trump. So I don't know who this dude is. But by the way, for y'all, screenshot, nigga kind of look like me. His head kind of sloped fucked up though, but
when would I go back?
So I do have an answer for you in this equation. Those years will be 2017 to 2021.
Oh Lord, they said the younger dude outside. He said America was great between 2017 and 2021. Is he serious? Family, no, this young dude did not just say that. Young dude, you were alive in 2020. When was America great, sir? When 34 million people lost their jobs, everybody had to go get $600 a week, plus on top of their state unemployment. How is that great? How is it great when your government told you that Trump was overseeing that you had to go wear a mask and do social distancing? If you were in New York City or DC or Chicago or LA at 25% capacity, that's when you can have people in your restaurant. I moved down to Atlanta, even past all that, they were telling people, oh, I can only have 2 people at one time. You in the supermarket in 2020 going up one way on the aisles. You're calling that great. You had MAGA, y'all were the same ones that ran outside and defended that gym down in South Jersey who stayed open, defying state orders. That's what you call great. The police deletions. I don't even have to bring up George Floyd. I can just bring up Tony Tempa. I could bring up Daniel Shaver. That's great to y'all. MAGA is so great, right? Your candidate literally went to Puerto Rico after that hurricane and started shooting like Kobe, giving them paper towels and calling the governor trash. That's great. Okay. I'll let the young dude get off. Pause.
Alice Johnson is free right now. And I know you want you.
Here we go. Now they're gonna bring up First Step. Okay. That's what made America great. Alice Johnson getting out of jail. Oh, I guess it was great when Trump let out all them rappers, right? That was great. Hey, MAGA, he let out, who was it? Was it Kodak Black? I get him and Chief Keef always confused. I think it was Kodak Black, right? How many of y'all streaming Kodak Black's music? It should be that Kodak Black should be at like every goddamn MAGA rally. He should be doing his songs. You should see a whole bunch of MAGA swag surfing to whatever song Kodak Black be talking about. But y'all still say that the drill music is deaf music. So why? I don't understand. Oh, it was great when y'all were kissing Kim Kardashian's Tookies. That's right. That's when America was great. Where she used y'all to grift. Oh, it's when you hyped up those fake ass grifting conservative channels and gave them all that money and all that prominence. That's when America was great. Yes, he did. That's when America was great. Okay. Go ahead. You got more.
You want to pigeonhole me into a period. All right, you want to go to prior to 2016? Let's look at the Reconstruction era when we had Black Americans as a whole that were finally free from the scourge of slavery.
And what happened during Reconstruction, sir, as great as it was? What happened? What happened during Reconstruction? Who wants to answer in the chat? What happened? What happened when black people set up shop in St. Louis and Charleston and Atlanta and New York and Boston and Detroit? I'm going to give it away. Rosewood, Tulsa, Durham. What happened? Since he said it was so great, what happened, sir? Thank you, Clarence. Those great participators that do not look like you decided to burn that shit down to the ground. That's when America was great. I love the Reconstruction era. But we're not going to be ignorant of the history, the full history. And I love how the first dude brought up how great America was past civil rights, but 1985, the year I was born, they bombed an entire block just to get some revolutionaries in Philadelphia. But that's when America was great. You might as well say Alvin North was the linchpin for all this greatness.
Because of what happened in the Civil War, they banded together to create something called the Republican Party, and the Democrats created something called the Ku Klux Klan to find and exterminate as many of those recently freed black men as...
These family, y'all got to see this. Wait a minute. We got to go on film for this. Y'all got to see this. Watch what this crowd does when he said that.
Together to create something called the Republican Party, and the Democrats created something called the Ku Klux Klan to find and exterminate as many of those recently freed black men as possible. We get back.
Are they insane? Family, they're over there snapping their fingers like they're at a poetry slam. What are we doing? Okay.
Into the 1960s, if you want to, we had Lyndon Baines Johnson, Democrat president of the United States, who said, "I will have those N-words voting Democrat for the next 200 years."
Sir, how are you bringing up LBJ as when America was great? Did he realize what he just did? He brought up Lyndon Baines Johnson to say when America was great. Sir, you literally in the same thought process put Reconstruction and LBJ in the MAGA. Let me tell you something. If I was running for office, I swear to God, I would use that clip right there just to prove why we need schools. And I would also use that part as a linchpin to explain why some people don't need kids. I can tell that this kid comes from an immigrant background just based off what he's saying. Because no self-respecting Black American parent or an immigrant parent that's been here for years, I mean, they've seen at least 2 generations of kids, would send this boy out here with that mindset. No, I'm not forgiving Shawty, because you want to know why? I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to forgive him. Because he's running around here acting like MAGA, right? He's almost damn near had a whole generation to realize and to research what's been going on out here. And for him, I'm not saying he can't say that America isn't great the way he sees it. But if you're going to cite historical context, you should be careful about what dates you're using. You cannot put Reconstruction and what LBJ did in the same breath. I don't give a damn if he signed the Civil Rights Bill. I don't care about that. The man was a literal racist. That man, if he had his druthers, would kill you, sir. We just gonna call it what it is. Regardless if you act like a coon or not, you would look like a threat to that man. We could even go to Herbert. We could go to that jackass J. Edgar Hoover. He'd finish you, sir, if he had the opportunity. Your family wouldn't even be here. The man asked the room on that side, when was America great? You had the Jewish woman say, all the immigrants that come here, that doesn't make America great. Now you got other dude talking about it happened after the civil rights movement, talking about equality. Where are you equal, sir? Now you got this kid talking about Reconstruction and LBJ.
Into the 1960s, if you want to, we had Lyndon Baines Johnson, Democrat president of the United States, who said, "I will have those N-words voting Democrat for the next 200 years." And then he brought the Great Societies Act,
Guys, it's not working. It's not working.
and emphasized Margaret Sanger to exterminate as many of us as possible.
Sir, you literally argued why America was not great. You literally just gave him 2 examples. Oh, Lord. One objection. Tell us why we should vote. Let's play the game today. I want to see where your thinking is. Why should we vote? Tell us why we should vote this go around. Go ahead. What are Americans getting out of this deal? Going out to vote. for one of these two candidates or the other four that don't have a chance, even though they have a chance. Come on, one objection. Let's have fun this morning. What are we getting out of this deal? Who's offering the best tangible agenda? Okay. You said for starters, Trump's tariffs would make most goods 20% more expensive. So why should I vote for Trump? Tell me why I should vote for Kamala. Go ahead. Why should I vote for Chase Oliver? Why should I vote for Cornel West? Why should I vote for Jill Stein? Why should I vote for RFK? Tell me. I'm going to see where your thinking is. Come on, it can't be this hard. Sell me the platform. And when you sell me the platform that is going to get us to a better America, tell me which candidate, gives us the best shot to that. You said typing on the phone is harder than talking. Okay, since you said it's harder than talking, I'll tell you this. If you're open right now, I can go on StreamYard and we could do this live. And you can explain to us. You don't even have to get on camera. You can come explain to us why we should go vote for one of these candidates. I don't think that should be that difficult. Would you like to take that opportunity, sir, ma'am, or it? We don't discriminate over here. Would you like that opportunity? Well, Clarence, we've seen how Trump gets down with his business connections. I'm not convinced. Because if his business connections were that strong, he would have done it already. One objection. Answer my question, please. Do you want this opportunity to have this discussion live? Since you said it's so hard to type, but your statement just now compared to the one you just did, you just made a longer statement. I think this would be easier auditorially. Let me know. I want you to come educate us. Since you think we're wrong in here, tell us. Anthony, good. First off, you didn't even say good morning. You and one objection didn't even say good morning. So you're already disrespectful. Number two, I've already voted. So it is. I'm not impatient. I am not impatient. I have all the time in the world today. Anthony, you sound hurt. I don't know why you sound hurt. One objection. You're not worth my time because if you're telling us that you can tell us why we should vote, it should be an easy slam dunk. I'm actually giving you the opportunity to speak since you said typing was too hard. It shouldn't be this hard. Look, I'm going to show you something. See? I'm literally on StreamYard right now. I could literally just put up a nice little video right now, a nice live stream. You could come on, I give you the link, you come in, and we can have that discussion. It shouldn't be this hard. I want you to explain to us who has the best deal. Why should I tell the people that are going to wait till tomorrow because it's the last day for early voting? or wait till Tuesday. Tell us who has the best deal. I can go out there and tell them, hey, this person thinks that's the best deal. Take that into consideration. Let's go. It can't be this hard. Sell me the future of America. Can't be that hard. I don't understand how y'all ready to go in them booths, but someone says, hey, who are you voting for? Why are you voting for him? You can't tell me? That sounds strange. I don't get it. I get it. You think we're dumb over here. We're actually not. We're very politically educated over here. So come on. Can't be that hard. Sell me the future of America. And as I figured, you can't do it. The crust of my frozen pizza has more strength than you. My frozen pizza that I got buy two for $10 can sell me better than you selling me a candidate that can screw you for the rest of your life. Okay, Anthony, you want to play the game. Say less. You said freedom. Freedom from what? What is the oppression that you're going to face if we get this election wrong? What oppression? Let us know. Now you got me curious. Tell us about the freedom. Hey, if you don't want to type it, I can put up that live stream and you can come talk to me. Because that sounds like you're using Kamami's catchphrase, so maybe you might be voting for her. I don't know. Tell me, what freedom am I not going to enjoy again if we get this wrong? And you're already on strike one because you typed in all caps in my chat. Come on, people. It can't be this hard. It can't be. It cannot be this hard. Why are y'all so scared? Y'all tough talk when you on your social medias. Now you live, you got to talk to somebody. Now you don't want it. Y'all not selling us. You're reinforcing stereotypes about your political ideologies. This man said freedom. Okay, you don't talk on social media. YouTube is social media, sir. Ma'am or it. We don't discriminate over here. You're literally typing on a live stream on a social media platform. Oh boy. So based on that response you just gave me, you can't sell me. You sold me freedom and thought I wasn't going to say anything. All right. All right. Yeah, all right. They're making it easy, family. Making it way too easy. Oh, boy. Freedom. You got one candidate who just said that I want to throw you in jail for a year if you burn the flag, which is protected under free speech. And you got another one that advocates for the police, who went up in there and keep saying about Fourth and Fifth Amendment being railroaded through the one person that's the threat to democracy, yet she's a whole cop. Who lied and said she's not about gun control. Every time there's a school shooting, there's talk about gun control. The woman who's lied to you about who she is, she's going to save you. All right. Say less. Oh, by the way, y'all's chaotic truth is he's on X right now in a space. It's called Jews are God's chosen people. White supremacists pull up FBA call in. Lord. Sir, nobody disrespected the military. Now you're acting like a victim. Nobody ever desecrated the military. I have military in here, sir. But go ahead. Explain to me how I desecrated and disrespected the military. This I gotta hear. Miss Nisi, you should be keeping your eyes locked in on this. This I want to hear. I want to read this. How did I desecrate the military? Now he talking about discrimination. Okay. I'm not ex-military, but he said I disrespected you. This is what he said. I want him to explain how I disrespected the military. Because I called him out for saying, what freedoms am I going to give up if we don't get this right? I wanted an explanation. All right. Trust me, if I discriminated and disrespected the military, Miss Nisi would be on me right now. What are you talking about? Anthony, the person who said that you're ex-military is the one that typed it. I didn't say anything about you being ex-military. So I don't know what you're talking about. I need you to calm down and focus. We're having a discussion here. You said something about freedom. I gave you 2 instances where both candidates are not for freedom. I want you to explain what freedoms we're not going to enjoy if we don't get this election right. It can't be this hard. Let's go. Y'all kill me. Y'all just talk. I get it. This is what we used to do back in the day. We used to talk. I'm not one of these Gen Z channels. I don't be sitting there getting emotional, sir. We're having a conversation. You brought up something. You got me intrigued. Let's go. Tell me how freedom is on the line, because they say that every 4 years. Now it's every 2 years. And now you tell me how I discriminated against you, and I disrespected the military. Go ahead. Okay, here we go. You said you fought for this country for freedom. Thank you for your service. How am I? This is, sir, we're not talking. Okay, all right. You want to go there? Fine. Tell me what is so free about sending our military over to Israel? What's so free about that? What's so free about sending young kids And people that are just trying to use the military to better themselves, learn skills, you're sending them over there to go kill other people. Tell me what's so free about that. People that aren't even doing anything to us. Tell me what's free about that. Sir, we're looking at the chat is very slow. Nobody's talking. So I'm reading everything you said. You need to be more thorough in what you type. This is why I said I could easily just bring you on and you could just talk to me verbally. You've chosen your path. Now, explain to me what freedom there is that's not going to be there after November 5th. Tell us the freedom. I'm seeing everything you're typing, sir. Just like you just typed, you're seeing what I am typing. Just like you said, you're not reading everything I am typing. And by the way, you used the wrong version of your, but we're not going to go there. Just like you wrote, I'm fought for this country for freedom, and you're talking about freedom. Just like you wrote, I am former military, not ex. That is a disgrace. Which, again, the person who said ex-military, she is ex-military. She was honorably discharged. See, if you were listening, you would have heard me say there's somebody in the chat named Miss Cece who's former military, and if I disrespected the military, she would have been on my ass. I've never disrespected the military. I've actually had people in my family serve. Why would I disrespect them? Do I agree with the military industrial complex? No. But I'm not going to disrespect veterans that give me the opportunity to do what I'm doing right now. And I've said that many times, just like I do a video every Veterans Day honoring the troops and Memorial Day. So I want you to explain to me what freedoms I'm not going to enjoy after this election. Go ahead. You introduced it. It can't be that hard. You had a thought in your head. Just express it to us. Let's go. And my crowd don't like dead air. So come on. Can't be that hard. Oh, word, Cardi B gonna be speaking? Who cares? Who cares? Now, Miss Nisi, let's set an example. Let's not type in all caps. Let's set an example. Cardi B is set to speak at Kamala Harris' upcoming rally in Milwaukee. Well, who cares? So they had to go get Cardi B. All right, say less. The same chick who last year was talking about how everything's high. All right, say less. Maybe she showed her, maybe Kamami and them showed her the proposal. She was like, oh, I can get my money back? All right. What they got on you, baby girl? Who did you violate? Nah, I know her more in North Milwaukee. Okay, great. Anthony, you don't like war. That's wonderful. That's great. Unfortunately, we're in a war for resources. So I need you to explain to me again what freedoms we're not going to enjoy. Yeah, she did wallow, Jay. This is why we don't listen to her. So there's that. But come on, Anthony. You said our freedoms are going to be taken. Go ahead. Explain it. Local news is clowning Fat Joe. They said Yankee fans are blaming his horrible ass performance on them. And I told you. Well, look, she ain't touring. She just had that kid. So she's trying to make sure they got something on her. on, Anthony. Can't be this hard. Come on, let us know. Freedom to do what we like to do without the government involved. Freedom from the government. Okay. Sir. Okay, here we go. So you sound libertarian. That's wonderful. So you're going to go to war with the government? The government's taking away your freedoms? That's what you're telling me. So why are we voting? I need this answered. Why are we voting then? Isn't voting part of the government structure? Why are we voting? The government's involved in everything. Oh boy. Oh, Envy's being a creep. Say less. Don't block nothing. Because maybe he can tell us which election did we get a freedom taken away. Yes, the government was involved in Roe v. Wade. Yes. So I ask again, you could still get abortions. It's not a nationwide ban. So what freedom is being taken? Or is the government restricting your right to speak? Then you need to go fight for that. Just like y'all fight for 2A, you need to fight for free speech. You need to go tell Trump, listen, we may not agree with people burning the flag, but that's still freedom of speech. That man just told you, I want to give cops full immunity. That means they can run up in your house and you can't sue them. But all right. Because we're looking right now, right? We're telling you we don't like either candidate. But it doesn't matter because you're not voting for an agenda. Y'all are voting for a personality. Great, irrational bastard. You can play the game. Explain why Trump is the better option. Go ahead. I want to hear how Trump is the better option. It's simple, really. The machine doesn't want him. If you don't think he's part of the machine, I don't know what to tell you. I seriously want y'all to understand this. If that man just got convicted, how the hell is he running? But you're telling me he ain't part of the system. Please, tell me anybody else that would have ran after getting convicted on 34 counts, regardless if it was trumped up or not, no pun intended. How do they get the run? And he's not about this. No, I know what you meant, Miss Niecy. He's an outsider. Oh, Lord. He's an outsider? Sir, you do know Trump has been involved in local politics for the last 40 years. You do know that. He was involved in politics in New York. What are you talking about? He even admitted it. I've been around mayors, governors, presidents. I've been around people from the Middle East. I've been around dignitaries from European countries. What do you mean? What? Because he didn't make policy? That makes him an outsider. Okay, he donated money. That means you're part of politics. You can't be serious. Trump is not freedom. And the fact that y'all keep saying that is not going to make it any less true. He's not part of free. He's not for freedom. I just told you, he's willing to throw you in jail for burning the flag. It's free speech. If he's freedom, why is he telling you to go get crypto? Crypto should be what it is. It should be passive income. Why is he trying to make it part of the American economy? Look, 48, I don't care if he's a criminal or not. I don't care. I just want people to come tell me why, if he's not part of the system, how you gonna allow that man to run? Great. They all loved him before he ran as a Republican. Great. Wonderful. What does that have to do with what he's proposing? Stop selling me the 2016 dance. We're in 2024. Let's go. This is a brand new election. Let's go. I don't want to hear anything from 2016. Tell me what he proposed now that's going to better this country. Go ahead. Nobody said he had to be part of the system to run, but I'm telling you, he's part of the system. He literally was in the system for 4 years. He's part of the system. You don't think they peeped him when he ran the first time? They knew he could be bought. He got bought. Sir, he didn't get bought? Why is he in Israel's pocket? Mr. Make America Great Again. Why is he in Israel's pocket? How does helping Israel make us great? Go ahead. Explain that to me. Great. Good. If he can do all that, make money, play golf all day, why is he not doing it? Why did he not run a more effective campaign in 2020, right? So y'all could be having y'all farewell tour of Trump. Here we go, because God says so. See? Right? Your God also ordained and proclaimed that you are not to worship false idols. I don't think you want to do that with me. I just told you, maybe if you came in here and said good morning, you would have heard what I said. Israel bought Trump. Tell me when in 2016 he was sitting there shilling for Israel like he's doing now. Talking about, when did he ever mention the Iron Dome, like he wants to put an Iron Dome over America before this election? When did he do that? You just said God said so. So you just created Trump as a false idol. Y'all think that man is God? Y'all think that man is Jesus? No, sir. No. We're not playing the game. Who cares? No. See, this is the problem. When y'all say stupid shit like this, people hang on to that, and that's how they can demonize people like Trump. Y'all got to be careful what you say out here. And this is what his campaign is not telling him. You got to watch what you say out here. You can't be coming over here and telling me God said so, and then I challenge you on that, and then you tell me who cares. Yes, Israel is the land of God's people, but the people that are in God's land is not the people of God. You don't want to go there with me today. And Trump is not of that land. So I don't know why you're telling me that God ordained him to be president. You sound like an idolater right now. I don't think you want to go there. I'm not confused, sir. I'm reading what you're writing. Potato chip. I'm not confused. Y'all are confused. Y'all are voting for personality, not policy. Most of y'all are only voting so you can go attack the other side because your candidate won. Y'all don't give a shit about this country. Cool. Let's play the game. Sir, that irrational bastard, that's not their land. They don't have sole ownership of that land. I think you need to go look up the history of Israel. You could bring up the Z people all you want. The fact is, Trump. Okay, if Trump loved y'all so much, why is he not talking about eradicating it? Sir, those are not the people that currently occupy Israel. Those are not the people. And I'm not saying anything out of school. They've already proven this. That's not them. They were put there. Go look up the old maps of Palestine, where Israel is now. Go look it up and tell me what you see. Preserved for who? Go ahead, irrational bastard. Preserved for who? Who should that land be preserved for you? Joseph Diaz, I choose not to show my face today. What's the problem? Why you want to look at another man? Calm down. Habibru, Abreu, sorry. That's wonderful. You said that Trump's term was better than Biden's. Fine. How is he replicating that this time around? Tell me. What is going to make this run equal or better than the first one? What is it? Mary, you're being disrespectful. No good morning, no nothing. What video are you talking about? If you're talking about me not being on camera, I'm not on camera. They give us this option on YouTube. We don't have to be on film. Come on, it can't be this hard. He was an inexperienced that has an amazing team of people behind him this time. Oh, Jesus Christ. A bunch of grifters. This is what you bring to me? Okay, let's play. All right. Then explain to me what Vivek Ramaswamy might bring to his administration. Go ahead. Tell me what Tulsi might bring. Tell me what a possible RFK will bring. Tell me what, what's her name? Nikki Haley might bring. Like, tell me. I want to know. What are they going to bring better than the first time? Go ahead. I love how y'all love people that were his ops. Now they loving on him. I love that. I love. Y'all quick to say, hey, that person over there, Kamami was over there land-based in Biden for his comments, and then all of a sudden she gets the nod to be VP, and she loves that man. Better regulations on the food. You better go look up his FDA policies from 2016. I don't think you want to go there. Okay, brother, potato chip. Me and you gonna have a conversation. Don't nobody else say nothing. I want to talk to this man. Name me some people that I just said that are grifters. You mean the 4 I just named? They're all grifters. This is what we've been saying about MAGA. Y'all just let anybody in. Y'all don't vet nobody. Tulsi is pro-war, number 1. Number 2, she literally left Congress and said she wasn't going back into politics. She just wanted to go stream from Hawaii about what's going on in America. Now all of a sudden she's back on in politics. That's a grifter. Vivek Ramaswamy is a failed businessman who sat up there and got on Fox News because he was sitting there trashing black people. Now he's outside getting trashed by everybody else, no pun intended. And every time he does an interview where he's challenged a little bit, he loses his mind, including from other Republicans. Potato Chip, you do realize that I put the failures of the relief efforts for the hurricane on both Democrats and Republicans. You do realize that, right? Irrational Bastard, he is a failed businessman. I've actually chronicled that on my channel. I'm just not saying anything just to say it. I've actually done the research. He's a failed businessman, and he has ties to China, which he sat there while he was running for president talking about how bad China was. But, you know, let y'all tell it. Let y'all tell it. You got a man who used to be a Democrat in 2004, then did an interview with the State Department, then all of a sudden tries to lie and tell you he's a libertarian, now all of a sudden he's a Republican. Sir, who cares if his net worth is in the billions? He's still a failed businessman. That doesn't matter. He's still a failed businessman. So you have a net worth in the billions, you're still a failed businessman. It actually is possible. And how is his net worth in the billions if he's not connected with the companies that got him there? Think about what you're saying. You're telling me that he's a billionaire, yet you're telling me the whole world doesn't recognize this. Because he's not a billionaire. He's close, but he's not there. He actually lost. You could go look this up. People actually did their background on that, but you know, they switched. Oh, wait, Potato Chip. They switched, but you got upset that I called them grifters. They switched. Do you realize what you're saying right now? You literally just proved my point that they're grifters. They switched because of him? That makes them a grifter. Yes, you're right, Devin Hill. George Floyd was a billionaire because the amount of money he's made living in y'all's heads for the last 4 years, yes, he's a billionaire a few times over. You can easily just go to Google and put in Vivek Ramaswamy net worth. Literally says he's close to $1 billion, but he's not a billionaire. Trust me and believe, they would have said that on the news every time they introduce him. They love saying billionaire. He actually lost money when he started running. But I love how y'all keep telling me that this man is not a grifter. This dude just told me that they switched. Right, 950. He's not a billionaire. Vivek wants to be in the administration as a bootlicker. He is failed. Go look up his companies. Tell me this. When have you seen a commercial for Rovian or what was the other one? The one that he had in China. How come y'all don't see these commercials running around? He ain't running no more. They could run him again. Tell me what drug he put on the market that's really successful that we can know and say it's like, hey, Vivek's associated with that. Go ahead. We're not caping for Kamami over here, bro. Potato chip. We're not caping for Kamami here. We don't like her. I've asked y'all, who is the best person to get us into the future? Who? You keep telling me Trump, and you're not giving me a convincing reason. The man literally said, I want to compound the U.S. economy with crypto. And y'all are cool with that. Okay, Canadian Circus. JFK Jr. is dead. Next. JFK Jr. died. So he can't run. Next. Please, before you hit that button to send your message, reread what you wrote, please. No, this is not a time to be funny. This is not the time to be funny. This is deadly serious. Since y'all want to run around and say this is serious, let's be serious here. 5 days are left. The whole world can change in 5 days, and it will change in 5 days. I need y'all to be serious. You keep telling me that it's Trump. No, Brotato Chip, you're a dickhead because you can't even tell me why Trump is the best. You're telling me a whole bunch of people that came around him. He's going to have a better administration. You can't even tell me what he's going to do to make it better. So take your stale ass somewhere else. Because we know you like to have your potato chips bag open 24/7, 365. Have fun. He's cutting taxes day one. Greg, the fact that y'all think that is hilarious. He's cutting taxes. Oh, Lord. The same man who made the Tax and Jobs Act that screwed everybody. He's making taxes. You know what? I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed that you guys are picking a personality. Y'all did not read this man's platform, and y'all are really voting for this. When did he cut taxes, sir? Did you read the Tax and Jobs Cut Act? Did you read that? Did you read the Tax and Jobs Act? How did he cut taxes? Tell me the year you paid taxes, sir. Tell me the year that you paid more tax than you usually do. Tell me what year that was. Because that was a 7-year plan. No, you need to tax everybody based on what they are making. Kamala ain't doing shit for me. That's why I didn't vote for her. Next. He's cutting taxes this year. How's he cutting taxes this year, sir? How's Trump cutting taxes this year? I need you to explain. Don't nobody say nothing else. I want to talk to Greg. Greg, when is he cutting taxes this year? We're in the year 2024. How's he cutting taxes? I want you to explain this to me. Overtime and Social Security. So Trump is cutting the taxes on overtime and Social Security in 2024. How's he doing that? Okay, Greg, again, how is he cutting taxes in the year 2024? When does he assume power? Let's start there. What date does he assume power if he wins? No. You said day one. When is his first day, sir? Irrational bastard. We can get back to you in a second. I said I only want to talk to Greg now. Greg, when is Trump's first day in office? You think January 28th. Greg, goodbye. This is what I mean, family. You're voting, he just proved it. You're voting for a personality, not the policy. He told me he's going to vote, he's going to cut taxes on day one. I asked him, when in 2024? Because he said he's going to do it now. I said, okay, when's his first day in office? He's telling me January 28th. That's next year. Taxes are over then. You have to go file for your 2024 taxes. How the hell is he going to cut it? That's not even his budget. His budget, if he's going to cut taxes on overtime and Social Security, he can't do it till 2026. Conceivably. So how is he supposed to do that? He's not right. How? Oh my God. Inauguration day is January 20th. Number one, if he's going to cut taxes, he still needs congressional approval to do it. Who knows what the makeup of Congress is going to be? Timbo Slice, there you go. There's a camera. Now shut the fuck up. Listen, you guys got to know the basics if you're going to come in here and talk about politics. He's going to do everything he can. Potato chip. You as a voter and an adult in this country cannot play like that anymore. You cannot hope right now. You need tangible stuff. Potato chip, you're explaining nothing except how dumb you are. You still haven't told me why Trump is the best option. I want you, don't type nothing else. Tell me why Trump is the best option with 5 days to go. Don't say that. I'm not worried about Congress right now. He came out with a policy proposal, correct? Tell me where on that policy proposal he's going to get it done. There's not 2 choices. You have 6 choices plus a write-in. Now, if you write something else stupid, I'm going to block you. You have 6 choices. You have 2 major candidates and 4 independent / other party candidates plus a write-in. So you technically have 7. Do not come back to me again with 2 choices. Now answer my question. What on Trump's policies that he listed, fuck Congress, what is he going to do on there that he didn't do the first time? And how's that going to propel us forward? Okay, bro chip, goodbye. He just proved it again, family. Look, he just proved it again. I blocked Stream Elements, my bad. Potato chip, you gotta go. I can't talk to stupid people no more. I can't. You literally just proved to me that you're voting for a personality, not the policy. I literally asked you what on Trump's policy that he proposed that is going to get us to the future. You said, I'm personally excited to see him back in office. So you're picking the personality. And they don't get that they just did that. They're just writing. Boy, I tell you, man. You give them an out. You give them an out and they still fall into the hole. You give them the exit, they'll take the sign and go back inside. I have said 3 or 4 times on the stream, y'all are just voting for a personality, not the policy, because you want to dunk on the other side. I ask it, what on Trump's policy is he going to do that's going to get us to the future? The first thing he tells me after I say that is I personally want to see him back in office. Mm. Mm. I'm gonna go listen to Torian stream. I can't with y'all. Y'all, MAGA, you're not sending your best and your brightest. MAGA, if this is your base, y'all are in trouble. I'm sorry. Y'all are in trouble. This is insane. Y'all cannot be this dumb. I haven't heard one policy. I tell you, he's trying to make crypto part of the U.S. economy. That don't scare you. That don't scare you. Him telling you that I'm going after your free speech, that don't scare you. Fine, Scott. Fine, Sky Eyes. Tell me why you're voting for Trump. Anita, you can get in on it too. Go ahead. Tell me why we should vote for Trump. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sell me Trump. Maybe you'll do better than that tortilla chip. Sell it to me. My candidate, I already voted, so it doesn't matter. My candidate had the best agenda for me, and it wasn't nobody on that ballot. Dolo Inc., he actually did. Maybe you need to go listen to what he said. He literally said it at a rally. He said, if you burn the American flag, I suggest you get a year in jail. That's going after free speech. He literally has Elon Musk on his team, does he not? Elon Musk is literally going after free speech on X. But you're right. JK, first off, you need to say good afternoon. You're disrespectful. Number two, nobody's caping for Kamala over here. So I don't know where that came from. We're not Democrats here. I know we're black. We're not Democrats. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, sir. Even if it's called the flag law, that's still a freedom of expression. You try throwing somebody in court for that, they're not going to jail. You do know that. But I figured y'all would have known that, but you probably don't. I don't think you guys want to open that door. I don't think so. But maybe you do. I ain't sure. If I tell you I hate America, I should go to jail, right? But you got people that are along these ideologies saying, hey, if you say you hate America, you need to leave. You need to be deported. That's what we're doing. Sky Eyes. Okay, great. You've listed things. That's wonderful. Tell me how he accomplishes that. Since he didn't do it the first time. I'm just saying, he didn't close the border the first time. He shipped jobs off, even though he said he was going to bring them back. He did do that. He didn't eliminate CRT. Y'all just stopped talking about it. He's not eliminating DEI because that's him telling private companies what to do, and that's not happening. Eliminating perversion in school. Well, that's a state problem. So I guess y'all want bigger government. Say less. There's nothing wrong with you want bigger government. That's fine. I just hope you're prepared for what comes with that. And great, since you've put that there, tell me how, right? How's he going to accomplish that? I'm just asking for a friend. JPA5, I need you to rewrite that. We'll talk, because I don't know what the hell that says. Thank you so much. Correct, Sky Eyes, and we're not voting for her. Now sell us Trump. We already told you, there's a whole bunch of people in here that has not voted for Trump. So next, they haven't voted for Miami or Biden. Next. What statement led me to that? It's called overreaching. That's what led me to bigger government. If he's going to run out there and say he's going to get rid of the Department of Education, what do you think that means? That means you're going to have a whole bunch of schools closing. You're going to give states more money, which now you're telling them they could do whatever the hell they want because there's no oversight on them. And depending on what state that is, you think California is bad? It's going to get worse. Okay, good. T, tell us the future under Trump. Go ahead. What's the future? Oh, Glory, I think y'all need to educate yourselves. Y'all don't know what you're signing up for. You're signing up for a personality, not the policy. JP85, no, states cannot do what they want. They still have to answer to the government. They get funding from the government, correct? So they can't do whatever they want. That's not how this works. I guess you don't understand the system of checks and balances. His past administration, right, his past administration. So if his past administration says it all, why did he not win last time? I'm just asking for a friend.
I appreciate it. And also shout out to
I'm just asking. Cause they well, good. T, since you say that, go prove it. You could be the one. You could change the American duopoly forever. Prove it. Prove that they did that. No, oh glory, you can't be helped. The only reason you're letting him get by with the bullshit he's saying is because it's him. You would not let any other Republican candidate get away with what they've been saying. My eyes have been open since 1991 when I started learning about politics. This is why I laugh at y'all. Y'all don't know a clue. Y'all latch on to the first nice thing somebody says to you. That's why you get owned. Trump could tell you anything you want, but because it's him, you'll let it slide. If it was anybody else and they started talking about how garbage Puerto Rico is or all the other bullshit Trump said, you'd be like, this motherfucker don't want to win. This motherfucker is sinking the Republican Party. He's making conservatives look bad. Y'all keep proving to me that you only want him in office because it's him. You don't give a fuck about what he's doing. You just want to be there on November 6th laughing at the left. That's it. You're proving his statement correct. His base is stupid. You want to know what he's doing? And I'll leave y'all with this. He's bringing the wrong people around him. Because he don't want to vet nobody, because he wants to be friendly to everyone. That's what he's doing. This race shouldn't even be close. Them bastards on the left are sabotaging themselves every day. And that man, all he should be doing is going outside pushing policy. That's it. That's all he should be doing. Yet he gets the wrong people around him. They influence his words. He starts coming out with bullshit policies that he know damn well he can't get past. But y'all cool with that because it's Trump. And y'all gonna go in that booth, y'all gonna pick that man, and he ain't gonna do shit. Because what he got to lose in 4 years? He going anyway. He can't run again. I already proved it. Maybe if you listened, instead of hearing, you would have heard what I said. You literally listened to one person who was your op that you folded in after they lost in Iowa tell you that they're for Pacific migration, but he running on shutting down the border. How do the two work? But y'all let that cool. How are y'all cool with this man bringing in Nikki Haley? How are y'all cool with that? Look how he ran his campaign before everything went to shit and he had to get rid of everybody and hire back the old dude. Answer it for me. Tampon Tim ain't running for president though. So I don't even know why you brought him up. Y'all are deflecting from what I'm asking. But I figured, just keep proving it to me. You want policy allegedly, but you really want the personality. But it's okay. Yeah, I brought up Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley been sitting there shitting on that man for the better part of 8 years. Now all of a sudden she wants to be in the fold because she's not president. She's not the presidential nominee. And y'all cool with that. But y'all got mad when I said all he has around him is grifters. But all right. Unbelievable. He had 2020 in the bag. He could have got past the coffee venereal disease. All he had to do was shut the damn border in February. That's all he had to do. This man who claims that everybody taxed him and they call him all type of names, who cares they call you xenophobic and a racist? They already think that. All he had to say, listen, if this shit is coming from China, I'm shutting my borders. I got 300 million motherfuckers I got to think about. Screw him. No, JP85, you have a fucked up life because you're nothing but a personality. You're a creature of social media. So fuck you. How about that? I hope you're this animated if that motherfucker loses on Tuesday. I'll be live on here for 12 hours. You come bring that energy. And I'll be off the next day too. Bring that energy. You better hope to God your motherfucker wins. Let me tell y'all something right now, Trump supporters. If your man loses, y'all gonna be the biggest looking bitches that ever been in this country. I promise you that. Y'all won't even be able to look at your people. Because I already know the way y'all talking, y'all ain't got no plan for 26 with them governors, and y'all ain't got no plan for 28. I already know it. Because that man, he finna be in his 80s, and he's not gonna care about this politics no more. He gonna be getting ready for his son's graduation from college. Oh, nah, hard hat. The reason why he don't wear that no more is because that made him a target. Remember, old boy shot him in the air. He don't wear that no more. That's a big ass red target right there, boy. Just like the logo. Remember, they tried to take him out twice. And twice he had the hat on. Now he think he funny. He put on that vest, that fluorescent vest. Yeah, that reflective vest. Yeah. Yeah, all right. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go listen to Brother Torian stream. Y'all take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your existence.